this is my first video in a few days on any of my channels because I don't know, life been lifing. You feel me? We still got my glasses with one leg. Um, yeah. Either way, I was cooking just right now, and I was like, bro, why am I doing this by myself? Why am I not putting niggas in on this shit? And I know probably one, two people might watch this shit. Cool. It's whatever. It's about the effort that counts. Um, yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna give you a little synopsis on where I'm at right now. So I already looked at this Mackenzie Gore versus Jesus Lazardo. Now I want you to see what I saw. Um, Seeing this why I don't like doing it like this because this shit be lagging. This shit's so tacky when it lags, bro. Um, Bam. So if you look at Mackenzie Gore's logs versus the Phillies, away. All right, bang. So you see that? So 6-6, 3-5, 3-4. Can't count that 4 because the game wasn't started. I don't want to count that 3 either because only 2.2 innings was pitched. We're gonna talk about these 4. 6-5, 6-6, 3-5. 5, he had a 10 ERA. Now pay attention to the hits, the earned runs. He got lit the fuck up. He got lit the fuck up in pretty much all of these games. It's funny because a good game from Mackenzie Gore, from what I'm looking at, if he wants low hits, he goes under. If he wants if he wants to strike people out, they're hitting his ass. Now I also went and looked at this. Mackenzie Gore logs versus Trey Turner. Bro, Trey Turner, he hasn't struck out against this dude except for once. He's gotten multiple hits on him 3 times out of the. I don't know how many times he stepped up to bat. I don't know how many times he stepped up to bat. But if you look at it, you can tell, all right, whatever. I'm not going to keep sitting up here and telling you whatever. He walked him once, and then he ain't get no hit. And then he walked him again, and then he got a hit. But all of the games where he hasn't walked him, he got 2 hits. So, I mean, I'm taking Trey Turner for a hit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why even complicate it. I like Trey Turner to hit the ball. Um, but this the thing. When you go and you look at Trey Turner to get a hit is minus 270, somewhere around there. It's like somewhere near minus 270. So, um, do we take him to get 2 hits at plus 189? That's the question. Do you take Trey Turner to get 2 hits at plus 189? That's the question. Leadoff dude, he's going to get the reps. I think you do. I think you do. I'm going to sprinkle him. I'm not taking none of these pitchers because Jesus Lazardo's a bum too. Jesus Lazardo's terrible. Hold on, let me show you. Let me go tell ChatGPT to go look it up. Chat ChatGPT, tell me what batter for the Texas Rangers lights up Jesus Luzardo. I need to know stats, everything. Who has the best stats against Jesus Luzardo on the
Let me check
Rangers?
on the latest stats for you. Just a second, and I'll see who on the Rangers has had the most success against Jesus Luzardo.
Okay, are you gonna show me? This motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm on it. Let me pull up the latest numbers for Rangers batters against him. Give me just a moment to get the exact stats.
I don't know, so I guess it ain't gonna fucking show me. Um,
Yeah, I totally get it. I don't want to leave you hanging. If you're still curious, I can do a quick live search to get up to date numbers on their performance against him. Just let me know.
yes, search it up.
Sure. So Jesus Luzardo has a 1-2 record against the Rangers with a 3.00 ERA in 6 appearances. Some standout Rangers batters against him so far include Sam Haggerty, who is hitting .667 in just 3 at-bats, and Kyle Higashioka also hitting .667. The sample size is still really small, though, so the numbers could be a bit skewed.
Hmm. Sam Haggerty and Kyle Higashioka. I'm cool. I'm cool. But it looked like if you go Jesus Luzardo inside of StatMuse, if you go Jesus Luzardo, bro, why do they always logs versus Texas? All right, so he has 4 games pitched against them. He's won one, lost two, one undecided, 7 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits. That's a lot of hits. Who's to say Sam Haggerty or Kyle Yoshioka ain't don't hit one? You feel me? So really, when it come down to it, whatever. All right, we looked at this Bailey over and Shane Baz. Um, Nothing interesting. Right now we're on Lugo versus the Braves. With Grant Home, and this the thing with these pitchers so far this year. Some of them are stepping out the gate and they coming out and saying, "Hey, look, I'm finna set the tone. I'm finna lead the league in strikeouts." Some people coming out and they falling flat on their face because you know what I'm saying because they trying a little too hard. But some people not trying to strike people out right now. And that's the case every year. But this year, I've seen a few more people saying, "Hey, I'm about to set the tone. I'm gonna go." But all of the people that's around are fluff, and they will 3 to 4 strike out your ass to death. So at this point, I cannot take any of these pitchers inside of this Atlanta versus the Royals games. Now, what I can do is go and look and see if there may be a batter. You know what I mean? That might be a good look. Um, let's use Chat GPT for the sake of the time. Actually, screw that. Well, no, yeah, let's use Chat GPT for the sake of the time, because then I would have to type in every single dude's name. Give me every batter on the Braves who faced Seth Lugo's stats against him, please.
The Atlanta Braves batters have a collective 264 batting average against Seth Lugo, with a 299 on base percentage and a 329 slugging percentage. Notably, Ronald Acuna Jr. is hitting 429 and 14 at bats, and Matt Olson is hitting 508 at bats, including a home run. The sample sizes are small, though, so these numbers might not show a long term trend.
Can you show me the logs on those games?
Seth Lugo has made 30 career appearances against the Braves with a 6-5 record and a 3.76 ERA. In his last 5 games against Atlanta, he's gone 2-0 with a 2.8 win ERA and 15 strikeouts. Most of these outings were as a reliever, and he pitched for different teams, including the Mets, Padres, and Royals.
I'm only interested in games started, really.
Seth Lugo has made 30 career appearances against the Braves, mostly in relief, but in his recent starts, he's had success. For example, on July 29, 2025, with the Royals, he pitched 5.2 innings, gave up 3 runs, and got the win.
Honestly, they're not giving me what I need. Yeah, so I was gonna put Grant Holmes on here for 5 strikeouts, but I said no. I'm not going here with these people. If Grant Holmes screws me, I don't want to not like him like I don't like Will Warren. You know what I mean? Right now, I got a real disdain in my heart for Will Warren, and he's young, and I don't want to do that to Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes is also young. It sets the trend for later on. So I'm going to leave him alone and not put him in a situation where he needs to be more than what he actually is. Now, this next game is going to be funny because this dude, Eric Lauer, they always put his numbers so low. So low, 3.5, 4.5. But he is a dog. He's a dog. And I don't know how to explain or express that using um, baseball words. He's just a guy, man. He's a guy. Um, so when you look at the Athletics right now, Dylan Cease just struck out 10 of them on easy mode. Easy mode. Kevin Gosman struck out, I think, 8. Um, if Eric Lauer can't get 6, I mean 7, like something, bro. Like if Eric Lauer can't get into this plus money, inside of this plus money, he's not as good as what I think he is. But I think he can get inside of that plus money, man. I think he can actually get inside of that plus money. And I really like him for 7 strikeouts. I think he can get inside of that plus money because Dylan Cease just got done laying these dudes down. Kevin Gosman just got done laying these dudes down. Let's see. Let's see if he has any games against Oakland. 1 start, and he had 7 strikeouts. I don't speak like out my ass. I could see him getting 7, bro. I could see him getting 2 first inning. I could see him getting 1 the next inning, 2 again, and then 1 and then 1. And I think that's exactly how it's gonna work. Eric Lauer logs. Where is he at? He's home. Eric Lauer logs home. Let's see if he gets 7. If I see a bunch of 7s in his history, I'm gonna be like, okay. All right, so what do we got? We got okay, 7 looks like it's his big number. 4 looks like it's his give me. Oh wait. Well, nah. That's a long time ago. Um, he had 5 and 3. Bro, I like Eric Lauer for like bro. Okay, cuz look at this story. Okay. Makes his first start for Toronto 2025. He goes against the Detroit Tigers. He gets 5 Ks in 3 innings and they pull him. Then he makes his next start after going scoreless in a 4 inning outing against the Phillies, where he got 2 strikeouts, no hits, and a walk. He goes against Arizona, and they let the reins off, and he gets 8. Then he goes against the Angels, and he gets 6. Then he goes against San Fran and he gets 7. Then he goes against a team that doesn't really strike out that much and he gets 4. Then he gets lit up and they pull him from starting. Now, what day did they pull him from starting? August. So at the end of the season, they pulled him. Pulled him from starting and made him a reliever for 3 games. I think it might have been because he gave up 6 runs. Eric Lauer logs. Let's look and see if he played in the playoffs. If he didn't play in the playoffs, they demoted him, which should be putting a fire under his ass for him to perform inside of this first game back. Okay, he played. Okay, he played. But he was a backup. He was a backup. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Um, I'm gonna take Eric Lauer for 7. No, I'm gonna take Eric Lauer for 6. This is so not based on Eric Lauer being a dog though, and I want you guys to understand. Eric Lauer is a dog. This has nothing to do with Eric Lauer though. This has everything to do with the fact that Sacramento, and I have it up on my screen, is striking out 45% of the time that they come to the plate. If he sees if he sees 21 batters, we have our 7. Fuck it. I'm just going to take him for 7, actually. Taking Lauer for 7, bro. Put him on the slip. I put him on. Yeah, bro. This is why, like, people be like, oh, bro, send me some plays. I'll send you some plays. Like, I'd be like, I'm attentive, but I don't like. Dog, a lot of stuff goes into this. So when people just be like, "Oh, here, give me this," and now they do that and all this other stuff, bro, it just kind of throw me off. All right, we got another one of these young men out here coming back. Um, this individual, Nolan McLean. A lot of people who know me might know I love Nolan McLean. That's it. I just love Nolan McLean. Let's go look at some numbers. Um, what is it? There it is. Yep, 30% strikeout numbers. Strikes out 30% of the people he sees. Um, that's big numbers. Who pitched for the who pitched? Who pitched these last 2 times against the Pirates? First it was Freddie Peralta, and then next it was who? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who? God, I can't remember. Who was it? It was Mitch Keller versus. Can't remember, dog. We'll search it up. David Peterson. I'm slow. Uh, So look at Nolan's numbers. He's a dog. He struck out 11 Cubs, bro. Them Cubs wasn't bad at all. Okay. I'm staring at it. Eric Lauer 7, Nolan McClain 8. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds fun. That doesn't sound like a good play, but it sounds fun. I like Nolan McClain. Um, the Pirates, they always strike out, dude. They always strike. They always find a way to end up in that 25% of the time strikeout area. And I'm not gonna wait until they fall there. I'm gonna try to catch them on their way down so they don't hurt themselves. Cause I'm a nice guy. Nick Gonzalez 40% of the time striking out. Brian Reynolds 40% of the time striking out. O'Neal Cruz 66% of the time striking out. Joey Bart 30% of the time striking out. Spencer Horwitz 25% of the time striking out. With a guy that's going for a strikeout, to be quite frank with you, just with how the dude is, strikes out 30%. I'd be stupid not to take him to strike people out since that's what he's going for. That's what he's going for. And with Mizorowski coming out fanning 11, I think he did, or 11 to 13, I can't remember. With Mizorowski coming out and doing that, Nolan McLean also is a young dude, so he's gonna want to be like, "Oh, let me sit, let me stay out here, and let me try to work." You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we're gonna need from him. I don't know if I'm gonna parlay him, but I like Nolan McLean for 8 strikeouts. The next game is going to be who are these people? Connor Early, Connolly Ely, Connolly Early versus Rhett Louder. Rhett Louder. Rhett Louder. Um, Connor Ely. 36%. 36% strikeout percentage? Hold on. Hold on. What? Who is this nigga? Hold on. Let me look up something. Let's look at some. Let's look up some Connolly Ely videos. Cause who are you? And I love finding new pictures. I love finding new pictures. I love finding new pictures before the market reacts to them. I wonder what they're gonna put them at. Let me grab my phone real quick. See what they're gonna put them at. I love finding new pictures before the market reacts to them. They got them at 7.
Comfort makes a world of difference.
Cutwater, bro, why would you do this to me? I love y'all.
Years old, the left-hander from Virginia, making his major league debut, was 10-3, 260.
All right, so right off the bat, what I see, his ball to walk numbers, fuck the balls, his wild. Fuck the walks though. Go look at the Ks. It's at 132 in 100 innings. That is textbook signs that a nigga is a strikeout person when his strikeouts is more than one an inning. So that means if we needed him to get 7 or something like that, he would just need to go 1 an inning.
ERA in 18 starts at Double and Triple A. Todd and Ann, his parents and a family in the stands here tonight.
Well, flight out west to make your major league debut.
Nick Kurtz here, rookie against rookie. This guy's going to win the Rookie of the Year. 301 hitter, 29 home runs. 0 for 4 in game 1.
They're breaking out all the lefties, though, for Kurtz. And that's been a problem for him. 179 first lefties this year. Crochet and then Murphy last night. He's going to have it early here today. Of course, hitting 352 against righties, so keep the lefties coming.
Yeah. He can mash. He's won a couple of Rookie Player of the Months. Threw for a called strike, again 94.
Now, he left after Army his sophomore year because at Army, when you show up your junior, you're locked into your commitment upon graduation. And it just wasn't for him. Kind of wanted to pitch a pro ball, went to Virginia, and it's all worked out nice.
Yeah, All-American there. And between his sophomore and junior years of college,
So he's seen these people before.
To go to Virginia, that summer he put on 30 pounds. So you just eat everything in sight? Is that the way that works?
Pretty much.
He did see them before.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets Nick Kurtz for his first K. His family celebrates an outstanding first inning. 1-2-3, they go.
Connolly early. He's out there for the second time in a major league uniform. It'll be Thomas, and then Wilson, and Soderstrom. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed. The second strikeout for early.
So, from what I saw, I didn't finish watching the video, as you could tell. But from what I saw, that Oakland lineup got a lot of pop. It's a lot of stuff you got to navigate through inside of that lineup. So, when I go and I look at my Reds, who scares me on him stopping and not getting his strikeouts, especially if he turns into a man on a mission. Let's see what the record is for this game right now. Or for the series. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. And I would call them pitching Rhett louder, them conceding this game. That's what I would call it that. Dramatic comeback win. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to send people off, and that's the reason why I'm being so cautious with what I say next. Because all it really takes is one, and then you lose. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going light. I'm going light. I'm gonna put $10 on it. I'm doing my 7-8-9 parlay is gonna be Connor Ely, 8 for Nolan McLean, 7 for Eric Lauer. That's my 7-8-9 for today. I'm gonna keep looking at different shit though. That's my 7-8-9. We're going to do that one as the 7-8-9. All right, let's get to going through this rest of this slate. I got to get ready. I'm going to the game today. So $9 on that to get you 940. Brandon Sproat versus Anthony K. This is the game I'm going to. Who is Brandon Sproat? All right, so we got logs from him 2537. It's only 4, and he started every one. Um, They got him at 5 strikeouts. How many times do these White Sox strike out a game? Jesus Christ. How many people did he see to strike out 7? 24 people and he struck out 7. Then he saw 17 people and struck out 5. So he can strike people out like when he's in a position to have to strike people out because he gave up 4 that game, meaning there were people on base, so he got pressure and had to strike people out. Now Miami's not really a strikeout team right now. They're locked in. Let me go check. Yeah, Miami's locked in. But the White Sox, they're second to last. I'm gonna take Brandon Sproat 4Ks. It's at minus 241, but if you go on DraftKings, there's a 50% boost. All right, Brandon Sproat 4Ks. Now, who is Anthony K? What does he do, bro? Like, it's the first time I'm seeing this guy. Okay, so now if you look at this, the year where he started his most games, he had a 10 K per nine. That's great. But he had a 4.81 walk per nine. 75% of the people he goes against left on base. Okay. His fastball numbers were high. But that was a few years back. I think he was in Japan for a little bit, someplace. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it batters. I'm gonna keep it pitchers. I was about to try to find something for the pitchers, but honestly, it does not matter. I mean, bro, no, bro. I'm not about to do this. Yeah, no, I'm not about to do this one. Miami versus the Rockies, bro. I'm not about to do that. I'm not going to sit up here and do that. Who the hell is Imai? Tatsuya Imai. Tatsuya Imai. Who the hell is that?
That's insane. I can't see your screen from here anymore.
Well, hey, stranger. Welcome home.
Hey, Ma.
So, anyone?
Saitama Seibu Lions ace Tatsuya Imai is headed to Major League Baseball via the posting system. So who exactly is Imai, how good is he, and what should his expectations be as he transitions to playing in North America? Flashback to almost a decade ago, and the Tochigi native was one of the better high school talents in the nation, helping Samurai Japan to the 2016 U18 World Cup title, leading to his selection by Seibu in the first round of the MPB draft. He made his big league debut in 2018 and picked out of the rotation with mostly
They got some big ass ears.
below average results for several seasons, partially due to his inexperience, command issues, and a few smaller injuries. However, 2021 would be his breakthrough, as the right-hander was a first-time All-Star after throwing 158 innings with a 3.30 ERA. He even beat Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a head-to-head matchup on May 5th, and set a career high with 13 strikeouts and a complete game shutout on September 11th. He only made 9 starts in 2022 due to various health issues, including a leg injury, ankle sprain, and tonsillitis, but he had a lot of success over a small sample, posting a 2.41 ERA and 25% strikeout rate. His 2023 campaign had some major ups and downs in the early going. He had an 11 strikeout complete game shutout on April 13th, he threw 6 no-hit innings while walking 7 batters on April 28th, and then he had one of the worst starts of his career with 8 earned runs in 2+ innings on May 24th, a start I remember because I happened to be at the game that day, leading to a temporary minor league assignment in June. Well, that seemed to light a fire under him as he hurled 8 innings of 1-run ball in his first start back, and he really hit the ground running from there and finished with a 1.41 ERA over his final 12 starts. And I think that was really around the time that Imai finally found some consistency as he took that momentum right into 2024, posting a career best 173 innings while maintaining a 2.34 ERA, which is good for a 1.25 ERA plus in the dead ball environment. Now, his control of the strike zone still wasn't great. He had 3 walks or more in over half his starts, but it was the lowest walk rate of his career at 10%, and he was able to lead qualified pitchers with a 26% K rate, so this effectively wild approach was very much working for him. But then we get to 2025, and this is when Imai truly puts it all together, as he took a sub-1 ERA into the month of June. His most memorable start from early in the season came...
I'm telling you, I'm taking him. I'm taking him for some ridiculous ass shit. Yes, he's going on his own thing, but let me show you the pitch I'm taking him. The reason I'm taking him and which pitch that made me take him.
Effectively wild approach was very much working for him.
Look at this shit.
But then we get to 2025, and this is when Imai truly puts it all together, as he took a sub-1 ERA into the month of June.
Look at this shit.
He took a sub-1 ERA.
Hold on, look at the movement. Look at the fucking movement on that pitch, bro. We're not doing this today.
Puts it all together, as he took a
Look at the fucking movement on that pitch. We not doing that today. That shit travels, nigga. That shit travels, nigga. That shit travels, nigga. That shit fucking travel, nigga, like a bad fart, nigga.
1 ERA into the month of June. His most memorable start from early in the season came on April 18th when he threw 8 no-hit innings, greatly contributing to his team's combined no-hitter. He even had 16 consecutive quality starts dating back from August 24th of last year until June 7th, a new level of consistency we really hadn't seen from him before. Then came the most dominant outing of his life on June 17th. He fired a 2-hit complete game shutout on 123 pitches with 27 whiffs and 17 strikeouts, breaking Daisuke Matsuzaka's single-game franchise record. But actually, what stood out to me most about this historic start wasn't the 17 strikeouts, it was that he didn't walk a single batter. And that sort of symbolizes Imai's evolution as a pitcher, as he finished 2025 with a career...
I like him. I like Imai. Let's see what his teammates are saying about him. Anybody? Oh, okay.
I started a business to give old clothes a new life, and Chase has supported me from the beginning.
I don't like his face when he threw that ball. I don't like that. He looked kind of... Really cool. He better not be gambling. That little motherfucker right there better not be gambling. I'm gonna beat his ass. Punch his ass in the mouth. You better not be gambling, you little motherfucker. You know what they did to Shohei Trainer, nigga. I'll do you worse. All is well. Look at Correa walking in, coming to see what his homie on. Ray. Holy cracking this shit. We out there waiting for the team. Okay, him and Correa got something. Him and Correa cool. That's Nolan McClain. You see what I'm talking? You see how the highlights look a little bit different? I don't like that. I don't think I'm gonna take Imai. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it in right now.
This is a question for you. Do you?
I did. That's not what we wanted to see, right?
Yeah.
For breath when that first ground ball hit Imai in the leg.
This is a question for you. Do you?
I did. That's not what we wanted to see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not what we wanted to see. But we came back and got out of that inning. 10 pitches, up to 95. He looked really good out there.
Was any part of taking him out after the first precaution with the leg, or?
You know what? He was efficient enough where we thought about it, but that we thought that was enough there, especially with getting hit in the leg there.
You talked about kind of adjusting to the timing of the anthem. I mean, the balls are different. How have you guys helped him sort of adapt to just getting ready for a game here in the United States?
Yeah, we have talked about it, and I think he checked all the boxes today. He got to the dugout on time. He felt good about the anthem. He went out there, warm up nicely, no issues with the clock. I think his first outing out there, I think we cover some things that we wanted to, and he
Houston
came out
hats is
big
wet.
smile, felt good, and hopefully, we feel good that he will make his next one.
I like those, and I like them Texas joints.
On that, I mean, did he go for any tests or anything like that?
No, we got our trainers here checked him, and nothing. He's going to be sore tomorrow. That's for sure.
Correa got quite a few chances in
Yeah.
the early innings at third base. How did you see him moving around there, especially on the double plays, like that first double play where he had to go a good amount?
What
did you think of Weiss?
I threw the ball really well. He used all his.
Okay. All right. So we got so we got more. Oh, so he struck out 4 Miami Marlins. Let's see what they had to say. What was that? That was 2 weeks ago. When was that other game? A month ago. So, okay. So they went against Miami twice in preseason.
If I were him, I'd bundle my home and auto and pick up the wheel.
This is the most recent one, it looks like.
Are you talking?
I like that. I don't know what was going on, but that was the Mets. That's the Mets. You can't expect everybody to play the same way when they're going against the Mets.
For the Marlins in the bottom half of the first inning, no run. Third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
I like Imai. I like Imai. And at first, I did not like Imai. I'm not even going to lie to you. At first, when I saw him go against the Mets, but that's the Mets. All right, let's see if we can get his let's see if we can get Coach. It's really cool how they show Coach at the end. He's talking. Oh! We got some words from Tassi. 成功に
つながってるので、まあいろいろ試してよかったなっていうふうには思いましたね今日。
Yeah, that was good. There's been trials and errors. Just seeing the height of the mountain and how steep the mountain is, which is a little different from what I was used to back in Japan. And I the season is just around the corner, so I was kind of like I knew I needed to make a change on how I pitch and whether that be the where I stand on stand on the rubber and which I was using it back in Japan, which I was trying to make some changes in Japan, but it didn't just work out. But I was able to find out what worked best today. So.
The last time you said you were maybe a little hesitant to let the fastball go as well, just kind of getting used to the ball. Did that feel more comfortable today? Do you feel like you were able to let the fastball go a little bit better?
まあ握りとかに関しては今日もまっすぐとか投げる際に感覚とか違和感とか、まあ、気持ちよく投げれましたか？
今前回というかアメリカに来て一番感覚よくというかね、投げれたかなとは思います。
Yeah, it was the best one yet. Just being able to throw my fastball the way I want to.
How encouraging is it for you to have this outing? You said the season's about 2 weeks away. Like, how encouraging is it for you to have this outing so close to the season? And do you feel like this helps you maybe turn a corner and give you a little more comfort?
まあシーズンは2週間前ですけども、まあすごいシーズン開幕が近い中でこういう登板結果が出てこういうことは自信につながりますか？
まああんまり結果抑えたから自信につながるっていうのはね、そういう考えではやってないけど、自分がこういかにマウンドでね自信持って投げれるかっていうのを、やってきたことをそのままできるかっていうかね、自分の理想の形で投げれるか、理想の形でこうセットポジションに立てるかっていうのが、大事なんで、まあそれが結果的にいい結果をもたらしてるので、あまりこう結果が出たから安心できるとかっていう考えではやってないんで、たまたまだと思ってたまたま三振取れてヒットもないファウルボールもないっていうふうに思ってる。
Yeah, I don't really associate my outing, how well I did on the mound with confidence level. It comes more from like whether or not I was able to
the Japanese dude like
ideally the way I want to.
Y'all are so you guys are so behind the scenes. Isn't it even what he's saying? It's not even what he's saying.
Is
they're funny as hell
to what I would like to do. So yeah, I wouldn't say I don't really associate the result on the mound with my confidence level.
All right. Okay. All right, we get it. We're taking I'm taking Tatsuya for 7 strikeouts. And I'm not gonna think twice about it. I'm thinking about it again. All right. And yeah, honestly, let's see what this, because I don't want to look at that Tampa Bay game. They got Steven Matz going against what's the name? Steven Matz used to play against the Cardinals. In those games, either the dude gets completely lit up, or he like babies it his first game back. I don't really want to be a part of that. Don't really want to be a part of this. All right, I mean, I guess that's it. Let's go down the list. We had Trey Turner for 2 hits. We had Lauer, regular line. Let's just call it regular line. We had Nolan McLean, regular line. We had Connolly Ely, regular line, and we had Brandon Sproat, regular line, and Tatsuyama Imai, regular line. Also, we laddered a few things. So, yeah, that's it. All right, have a good day.